Auto Obsessed here. Today we're going to introduce a new product, the Obsessed Wheel Cleaner Gel from the Obsessed product lineup. The Obsessed products were created in consultation with Auto Obsessed for some pretty specific criteria. For a wheel cleaning product, we wanted something that was great for new wheels, maintained wheels, and wheels that had waxes, sealants, or nano coatings on them. Some of the features we wanted were a pH-safe formula, safe for all wheel types. We wanted something that was safe for coatings, such as waxes, sealants, nano coatings, something that doesn't degrade the coating. We wanted something as well that was caused less rust than some of the strong wheel cleaners. So what I mean by that is some of the strong wheel cleaners cause quite a bit of corrosion on the rotors, which then requires quite a bit of cleanup afterwards. So we wanted something a little easier on that side of it. We also wanted something that was a light rubber cleaner, and it has a nice, fresh, exotic scent. So for today's demonstration of the Obsessed Wheel Cleaning Gel, we're going to need some tools for the wheels. So this, we'll have a brush to clean the rubber, some detail brushes to get into the little nooks and crannies and the wheel lugs, a nice soft boar's hair brush for the face of the rim. We've got an assortment of wheel woolly brushes to get inside the different contours of the rim, spokes, etc. And we like to use the easy detail brush to get into the barrels and in between the spokes. The type of tools you'll need for your application will depend just on your wheel type and how much detail is required. In addition to some of the tools, it's a good idea to have some safety equipment such as some gloves, some eye protection. We're using a wheel cleaner just to prevent splashing in your eyes. And we're going to add the Obsessed Auto Wash shampoo to the bucket just to help for a little bit extra suds and it's a little bit better clean. Here's an example of the before wheel. In this case, you can see it's got a lot of road grime, it's got some salt on there, it's got some brake dust. A best practice would be to rinse the wheel off. The wheel cleaning gel can be used in two ways. One scenario, we could spritz it on the wheel, let the wheel dwell a little bit, then go to washing. In this application, because we do have a lot of sand and some grit off the road, I am going to want to pre-rinse the rim just to get rid of that so we're not grinding that into the surface and potentially cause some extra damage. So rinsing, you can use, if you're using a garden hose, you just pre-rinse, pressure washer. So we're just going to quickly just pressure wash through this area. Just to get off some of the heavier buildup. Now I'm going to go ahead with the Obsessed Wheel Gel. I'm just going to spritz it onto the surface. So it's light, but it still has some cleaning abilities. That's good. I'm just going to let that dwell for a few moments. I'm also, while I've got the opportunity, I'm going to prepare the bucket. So here's just our wash bucket. It's got clean, warm water in it. I'm going to add 1.5 ounces of the Obsessed shampoo. And we can just set up the foam. The wheel cleaning gel can sit on the wheels for a few minutes. It is safe enough. It isn't something that's very time sensitive. We'll go up to maybe 5-10 minutes per rim. At this stage, we'll just show you the demonstration. So I first want to take one of the wheel brushes, dip it into the solution. This easy detail brush is nice to get into some of the smaller areas, like between the spokes, for example. I can access some of the barrels. This car's got some pretty tight spokes. The wheel woolly brush is great with a 45-degree angle. We can get in behind. This one's really difficult. It has all these different angles and curves. It's actually quite a complex wheel. So this brush works great for that, especially in behind, sideways, or we can even do the hat with it, the hub. Another brush will work really good is the one of the detail brushes. So the SwissFX detail brush. This one's really nice. We can get into the lugs. Just give it a little twist. Maybe around the valve stem. On the face. On the big part of the face, though, I want to use a larger brush. We use the Wheel Woolies Boar's Hair brush for this one, just on the face of the rim. This one works great for this. Covers a big area really quickly. Nice and soft. We can spray a little bit of the product on the rubber. Use the wheel brush. This is nice to give the rubber a scrub and get off some of that stuff that just won't come off with the pressure washer. Once you finish cleaning all the areas, then you're just going to rinse it on and go on to the next wheel. We still have a little bit of work here, but just for time constraints, I just wanted to give a high level of how the product worked, what type of brushes and what sort of practice. So that's the Obsessed Wheel Cleaning Gel. Thank you for watching.